Victor Wembanyama has only been in the NBA since 2023, but already stars are falling as his victims. The alien era has begun. What do Chet Holmgren, Jabari Smith Jr., and even the Phoenix Suns have in common? They all got humbled by Wemby's freakish reach. Chet was the first to learn the hard way.
I am very curious to see if Wemby gets to finish this fourth quarter.
Goes quick against Holmgren and slammed it home. Put his shoulder into Chet. Little bully ball.
They said it's rivalry week, Jonesy. Uh-oh.
Oh, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Holmgren.
With an 8-foot wingspan and guard-like skill, Wemby bends the game. In just one season, Wemby piled up 254 blocks. His victim list began with rivals like Holmgren and Jabari. From draft rivals to legends, nobody's been safe. But let's start with a showdown between Wemby and his fellow unicorn, Chet Holmgren, and the night the alien blew past him. Chet Holmgren, Oklahoma City's 7-foot 1-inch unicorn, entered the league with the same draft hype as Wemby. Summer debates painted them as rivals for the future. But when they finally clashed, words turned into highlights. In their first meeting in October 2023, Chet and OKC got the win. But when SportsCenter made a post about Wembanyama flexing on him, he responded with this. And as if to prove his dominance, in their next meeting, Oklahoma destroyed San Antonio 123-87. For a moment, it looked like Wemby was human. But then, the aliens showed up the following year in their February matchup. And this time, Wemby broke both Chet and OKC's game. And he did it all in the fourth quarter.
He fires. He scores! Oh, Vassell, back to Victor. Another three. Get out of here! Oh my goodness! That was from Paris, Texas.
Then Wemby put a nail in the coffin with this vicious block.
Here's the first. How about that? I mean, classic block.
In the end, Wemby had dismantled his rival. 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Chet faded with 17. But while Chet was humbled, Jabari Smith Jr. thought he'd be different. Maybe because he was selected 3rd overall by the Rockets. But all that means nothing against an alien. And what Wemby did to Jabari had Houston fans shaking their heads.
Oh my! Blocked by Wemby! Blocked again by Wemby! Get it out of here! Push the ball. Well, back-to-back blocks. And Jabari Smith tried to challenge him, and he found out.
This guy was supposed to muscle past Wemby. Instead, he got baptized. In the end, Jabari finished with 14 points, while Wemby put up 21 and 12 rebounds. After that experience, Jabari fully accepted that Victor Wembanyama is truly an alien.
I tried to walk to a 3. I'm talking about he looked like he got 2 feet in the paint. He tipped it. I'm like, whoa. It's just stuff like that. Like you really can't teach. You really can't get alien. You know what I'm saying? Like some people say.
Chet and Jabari had gotten the alien experience. But our next victim tried to teach Wemby the game and got schooled. Rudy Gobert wasn't just another opponent. He was Wemby's mentor in French pickup games. A 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy was supposed to be the ultimate test. But once Wemby entered the league, teachers turned to rivals. Like a master daring his student, Minnesota media hyped Rudy as Wemby's first real wall. At first, Gobert delivered. On November 10th, 2023, he locked down the paint and looked like the superior big. But then, Wemby flipped the script. First, he swatted a Wolves fast break shot, sprinted coast to coast, and drained a mid-range jumper over Rudy's outstretched arms. The block was disrespectful. The jumper was personal. Gobert wasn't teaching anymore. He was getting cooked. By the final buzzer, Wemby had dismantled his old mentor. 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Gobert managed his usual defensive hustle, but faded on offense. The alien had turned the student-teacher storyline upside down. But he wasn't doing this only on the court. He was doing it off the court too. But if Gobert's lesson ended in humiliation, Alperen Sengun thought he'd be the exception. After torching Wemby for a career-high 45, Şengün was feeling himself. But Wemby had a different answer waiting, and Şengün wouldn't like it. On March 5th, Şengün's craftiness shredded the Spurs. But Wemby waited for his opportunity to clap back. In the October 26 matchup, Şengün tried to repeat the post moves that worked in their last matchup. But the alien had figured him out.
18.7 rebounds in the opener against the Mavs for Champagny. Here's Holmgren Şengün against Wembanyama. Step through, and Victor says, get out of here.
The block was so violent, it had Rockets fans groaning. Şengün, who had scored 45 earlier in the year, was held to a low 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, while Wemby exploded for 29 points and 7 boards. The beatdown was so terrible that Şengün's coach called his game sloppy. But as bad as that was, it's nothing like when second-year Victor Wembanyama single-handedly stopped the Greek Freak and Damian Lillard on the same night.
Pretty close. That ball looked like it was on its way up still.
While the Milwaukee Bucks met San Antonio on December 19, 2023, Wemby was out with injury, and the Bucks took full advantage. Lillard went off for 40 points, while Giannis had a triple-double. But even before the game, people had been making comparisons. They were comparing Lillard's clutch shooting to Wemby's shooting ability, as well as the Greek Freak's defensive powers to the alien's blocks. But we got to see firsthand how all that was to pan out on January 4th, 2024. Early in the game, it was the Greek Freak that struck first, putting moves on everybody, including Wemby in the paint. Giannis really set his mind on humiliating the rookie, but every time Wemby got the chance, he showed why he was called the alien.
Find the two, and look at them guard one another. Trying to poke it away. Oh!
If his teammates couldn't supply the assist, the alien would get it from the glass. By the game's end, Wemby came away with a confident 27 points, 9 rebounds, 5 blocks. But the vets still had the upper hand. Giannis finished with 44 points and Dame added 25. But you see, Wemby isn't only getting taller, he's getting even better. So, when the two teams met again in January 2025, it was an epic duel. And this time, the alien took no prisoners.
No way that Jones is going to be able to guard him. The screen, the drive. Oh, it's knocked away by Wembanyama! Knocked away by Wembanyama!
Wemby does the same thing. Shot clock at 5. Has to throw it up. And he banked it in!
This time, Wemby got San Antonio the win, scoring 30 points and 14 boards. And now, Giannis wants everyone, including NBA legends, to know that they couldn't guard him.
Hey, Zach, back in the day, you couldn't guard him. I know. You could not guard him. So, anything you say on TV, that does not matter. You never face something like this.
But even after Dame and Giannis got humbled, Clint Capella thought he could bully Wemby. But what happened on December 19, 2024 turned that talk into a highlight. Even the Hawks superstar Trae Young struggled to get anything past him.
The fake. Blocked by Wembanyama.
Boy, that was really close.
Against the Hawks, their third most points in the paint in the NBA coming into tonight.
Yep, threw it up there.
Capella's mission was simple: dominate the paint. But Wemby wasn't having it. In that December 19th showdown, Capella tried making a shot only for this to happen.
Jalen Johnson, 5 seconds on the shot clock, looking for the contact. Capella, 2 seconds. Blocked by Wembanyama. And a shot clock violation.
Not long after, Wemby isolates Capella, puts the moves on him, and gets the basket right from under him. By the end of the game, the real bully was Wemby, and he not only beat Capella, he ruined the Hawks' plans. Ended the game with 42 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 blocks. Unreal. And to think a scout had earlier made this post saying Wemby was not impactful on offense. But we're not done with the Wemby victims just yet. Next, the alien is about to burn the Suns. But before that, certain players like Nikola Vucevic like to carry that veteran swagger when they faced Wemby. The analyst also hyped Vucevic's polished postgame as the ultimate test. For Wemby, this wasn't just another game. It was about proving the new era had arrived. Early on, Vuce looked like the one in control, scoring 12 points in the paint. But the script flipped once Wemby got his rhythm.
Picture high for the board, puts it up and in. Spurs
bounce back on top.
Obviously, way more length than anybody can handle.
Blocks the shot by Vucevic, takes it away.
Wemby would set himself apart in their next meeting in January 2025. The alien dominated. This time, Wemby came away with 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 8 blocks. Vucevic had 24 points, 11 rebounds, and no blocks. Well, Vucevic did his best, but remember, I said Wemby burned the Suns, including Booker and KD? It all happened on November 2nd, 2023. In that game, the Suns threw double teams, traps, and veteran tricks at Wemby. Yet, the only thing that worked was Wemby's moves on KD.
Wembanyama goes right by Durant. Wemby with the left hand.
Says anything you can do, KD, I can do better.
By the end, Wemby recorded 38 points, 10 rebounds, and a game-sealing dunk that silenced the Phoenix crowd. Phoenix poured in 115 points, but still couldn't match Wemby's takeover. Afterward, this is all Durant could say.
There's going to be a force in this league for a long time. Once he continue to get experience under his belt, he's just going to get even better.
Once Victor Wembanyama was done cooking the league in his rookie season, he went online to cook a 3-year-old comment with this. Nobody stopped Victor Wembanyama. Not draft rivals, not veterans, not even whole teams. His alien reach and all-around game humbled everyone, from Chet Holmgren to Kevin Durant and the Suns. The lesson is simple. Challenge Wemby, and you don't just lose, you become a highlight on his growing victim reel. If you enjoyed this video, then you should watch how Shaq was totally right about Victor Wembanyama next.